Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my first week of uni experience, and I did it! I made it through my first week of uni! Yay! So I'll just be telling you everything that happened and things that occurred during the week. So let's go ahead and get started. So first up is lectures. Now everyone always says that lectures are long and boring and tiring. Well, I have to agree with them on that one. There was actually one lecture this week where I fell asleep. So, lol. But our lecturer, Chris Delby, he always makes sure that our lectures are a bit more entertaining. And since our course is Creative and Performing Arts, or CPA for short, then he always makes sure to put a wee bit of interaction into the lectures so that we're learning physically as well as sitting down and taking notes. So, with that then, I had 4 lectures this week by Chris, and they were more just induction lectures into what we would be actually doing on the course and things like that. So the first one was on what we would be doing up until Christmas, which is opera, so that was really interesting, and as I said, he made sure to put in some interaction there, so we got up and did a few exercises, and that was really, really fun, and again we learnt more by doing that. So that was fine, and then the next ones were just like about campus and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a nice wee easy lectures to get us started. But no, lectures were grand this week. So yes, and it was great to have that atmosphere where you could actually, physically do exercises in your lectures so that you weren't, as I said, sitting down writing and again falling asleep. So no, lectures were really good. So seminars. Your seminars would be your practical side of the course. Your lectures and tutorial would be your theory, and then your seminars would be your practical. So you have 3 of those for the 3 aspects: drama, dance and music, and they're only 2 hours long, so they're a nice short time frame. You're not there for 4 or 5 hours. So I had the 3 of them. So on Tuesday I had music, and again they were all just like induction ones of what you'd be doing in the classes, so they were alright. So in music we just discussed about the opera that we'd be doing, and we met our teachers, so that was grand. And then on Wednesday I had drama, and again we just talked about what we'd be doing, that sort of stuff. We did a wee exercise so that our tutor could see where we all stood in acting. So basically she got us up and told us to go away, find a space in the room and create 1 sound, 1 movement and 5 words, and put it into like sort of a 2-minute piece like that there, just so that she could see how we interpreted that and where we, as I said, stood in acting ability. So that was alright. It got us confident to acting in front of the class, so that we wouldn't be as nervous, down the line. And also it was interesting to see what everyone came up with. So that was a nice wee class. And then on Thursday I had dance. Now I have 2 teachers for dance. I have Melissa and I have Mary. Melissa does your more breathing sort of side to dancing, and Mary does your actual, physical side to dancing. So in the 2 hours, there's two rooms, so you spend 1 hour with Mary and 1 hour with Melissa, so that way they both get to see you for the same time, and you do your breathing and you do your physical. So with Melissa, we spent the first hour doing our breathing and the relaxation side to dance, where we were in partners and one lay down on the floor and would listen to you breathing and see how you would breathe, and then you would swap over and do the same, and it was just really, really relaxing and calming. So a nice way to then start off the class. Then we went into Mary for the 2nd hour, and we, again, it wasn't anything too difficult because it was only the first week, but we did the clap game, where you're in 2 groups and you have to pass a clap to each other in the group, and it's basically like netball minus the net when you're passing it to each other. So we put it into like a performance aspect by doing sort of like a show with claps. So ours was like a crocodile coming up the river and scaring like animals away. So we did like faint claps for smaller animals, and then we did louder ones for bigger animals. So it was quite interesting, quite like really fun to do. So no, dance class was probably my favourite seminar this week. So really enjoyed that. So I would say yes, seminars, as I said, are your practical side of things, and they went really well this week, and I'm really excited to get back into it next week and see what that holds. So, tutorial then. Now, tutorial's more your small private class. You're only in a class of about 8 to 10 of you, so that your tutor can actually see you and personally, obviously, but it also gives you a chance to actually stand out and get your point across than it would be easier in your large group, because you're with everyone, while tutorial you're with only a small section, so that way you would be able to get your, as I said, point across easier. So we were in our tutorial on Monday. I have it on a Monday, so a nice way to start it off, and I only have one of those a week on a Monday afternoon, so not too bad. But I was in that on Monday, and we started to talk about, flatmate's going Julie TMR, who is most popular known for being the director of the Lion King musical, which I would love to see in the West End. So we started talking about her and how she came up with the idea of how to direct it and stuff like that, so that was really interesting. And again, it was easy to talk about your views on it and everything like that, as your tutor was able to, you know, see you, and you were able to get your point across in your group. So tutorial was really nice, and I really like that, because again, it's small and you can only deal with the large group for so much. It's nice to then have that small personal atmosphere where you can just go in small group and get your point across and have a chat with your tutor, and also it's a good time for them to actually come to you and chat with you about anything, because that's your one-on-one with time with your tutor. So tutorial was good this week. I enjoyed learning about Julie, and that's again what we're going to do in tutorial up until probably Christmas, learning about Julie and how she directed things and stuff like that. So no, tutorial is good. Very happy with that. So excited to get into that next week. Freshers. Yay! What a week. Oof. So, Freshers week then. Where do I begin? Freshers week was definitely an experience. I only went out 3 of the nights because I couldn't hack going out every single night for 7 days a week. So, unlike Mary and Melody, who did go out the 7 days a week, from what I heard from them, it was the most amazing week of their life. But when I went out, I had mixed emotions. The first night I went out was really bad. I'm a chart music person, so when I went out the first night, nowhere played chart music. So I was sitting there listening to R&B and rap music, and I had no idea what these songs were. So that's what the bad part was. And also, unlike home, where you only have the one club, over in Liverpool you have a whole section of clubs, so you end up going to every single one, so it's sort of like a club crawl. So again, that's what I found a wee bit complicating. So yes, first night didn't go so well. The second night I went out was a wee bit better. They played a few chart songs, so I was able to sing along, and that's when I really got into it. So it was better, made up for the first night. And then the third night that I went out was the last night of Freshers Week, which was the best night because it was Students' Fest and it was Smurf themed, so it was Smurf Fest. So it was probably the best night. There was a foam party and a slime party and a traffic light party. I went to all 3, so it was definitely the best night that I went out. But the other things that happened during it were definitely head frying and oh god. But from what I heard from Mary and Melody that did go out every night, who died after it, hypothetically. They said it was just amazing and the best week of their life. So when I'm in second year, I'll probably look forward to it more. It's probably just because I'm first year, I was all like, okay. But with being in second year, I'll know what to expect, so I'll probably be like, yes, freshers. So yeah. Oh, and as a result, I got freshers flu. Still recovering a wee bit, so thought I'd just mention that there. For the guy who said he would leave home and not come home with freshers flu or get it, he got it. So thumbs up to freshers week. But definitely from the nights I was out, it was a great experience. So really, really good. Flatmates. So I'm in block 2, flat 15B. On the top floors, I have to climb up 3 flights of stairs every morning, so I don't need to join the gym. I just have to walk up and down them twice a day. So there is 7 of us all together. So I have 6 flatmates, and I love them to pieces. There is me, Becca, Chloe, Pat, Tom, Molly, and Emmanuel. And Chloe's from Norwich, as is Tom. Molly's from Nottingham. Emmanuel's from Manchester. Pat's from Hong Kong. And Becca is from Belfast, so she's from back home. Yay! So it's nice to have a wee friend from back home. But we're all really, really nice to each other, and we all respect each other, so we don't take anybody else's food without asking, or use anybody's utensils without asking, and we all respect each other's privacy. So I love them to pieces. I met Molly and Pat on the first day, which was move-in day, and they were just lovely, and I've stuck with them ever since. So they would be my sort of besties from my flat. But no, they're all lovely, and we love each other, and it's really great to have, as I said, Becca from back home. Obviously I love everyone else, but it's great to just, you know, have someone from home who understands where you come from and everything, so that's really, really nice. So no, I love my flatmates to pieces, and they're all nice, so that's a good thing. And we're all, you know, we're all able to chat about our different cities and where we come from, so it's really, really good. So I love them all. The food shop. Every student has to do it. Go out and do their first food shop without their parents. So this week I went with Mary, and it's good to do it in a group. That way then you can share, you know, trolleys and taxis home and that sort of stuff. So it's better if you do it in a group. So I went with Mary, and we did it. We did the food shop, and we went into Tesco saying, oh, we won't, you know, fill a trolley between us, so there's no point in like getting one each or whatever. But no, we got trolleys because, you know, you want to, you know, be able to feel important and independent pushing your own trolley, and we ended up filling one each. So for the one saying we wouldn't fill the trolley, we ended up filling a trolley each. So yeah, but I spent £15 in my food shop, so I was very pleased, and I sent the picture home to Mum, and she was very pleased as well. So thumbs up from her. And Mary spent £13, so she beat me by 2. But I did the food shop, and as I said, my fridge shelf is all stocked up, my freezer shelf is all stocked up, and my cupboards is all stocked up. So that'll do me for the next 3 weeks. I sent the pictures, as I said, home, and they were all pleased, so that was all good. But yeah, it felt good to do the food shop on your own, because it gives you that independence and responsibility, and once you've done it, then it's easier as time goes on. You know what you eat, you know what to buy. I did buy a few things that I was like, oh, I want this, and then I ended up thinking when I got back, oh, I'm probably not going to eat that. It just, you know, it was the feeling of being in the supermarket yourself, and you had your student loan, so you were able to just buy what you wanted. So yeah, but no, I did it, and I have started to eat away at my fridge shelf, so it's going down. So we're down the food shop, and that was all good. So I'll do probably another one in about 3 weeks, with, again, maybe, you know, Melody or Mary again, and we can, as I said, then share taxis back and whatever. But thumbs up for the first food shop. Laundry. Now, again, laundry is a thing you dread doing because you don't have it all nicely washed and pressed and dried and ironed by your mum. That is something you have to now do on your own. So again, this week with Mary, who is sort of my mum figure at the moment, we went down and we did our laundry, and I think we did pretty well. It was a wee bit complicated to start with, because here at Hope you have to go down and there is 3 washing machines and then 3 dryers, and you get a laundry card first of all, and that's then what pays to do your washing. So you go and you buy your card, which is £2, check it out of the machine, then you have to go online and register to actually top it up. Then once you've done that, you put it into the other machine, type in the 8-digit top up code, that then tops up on your card. Then you go for it and load your washing, put in your powder and everything out there, start it, pick your temperature that you want to do it, delicates, that sort of stuff, and then let it wash. Now it takes 50 minutes to wash, so that's fine. Put a timer on, come back. Then you have to take it out, go over, and then pay to use the dryer. So it's £2.80 for a wash, £1 to dry. Put it in the dryer, leave that for 45 minutes, come back again, and then you have to do it for another 45 minutes because it doesn't dry it completely. So in total it takes about 2 hours to do your washing and drying, and about £6 to do your wash. So in a way it's not bad, it's just long and frustrating when you do the first wash. But I mean, when mine came out of the dryer, they were spotlessly white, because Mary during the week went and got tan on my white bed sheets. So I was like, right, I'm going to put this in the wash and you better pray it comes out, or you're buying me new Primark bed sheets. And I put them in, came out 2 hours later, perfectly white. Stunning as snow white skin. So very happy with that, and again sent that home to Mum, said did my washing, look how nice it is, and got the thumbs up from her, so that's 2 thumbs from Mum. So very happy with that, and again it just made you feel all independent and responsible. So the first wash was a success. Another thing that I was able to do this week was find my way to the city centre. At Liverpool Hope you have 3 campuses. You have Hope Park, which is the main one, where business studies and primary education and all that's taught. You have then Agbirth, which I think is sports education, not sure. And then you have us, the creative campus, and we are located in basically pretty much the middle or the outskirts of the city centre, on our nice own wee campus with a nice church to the side and chapel across the road and really nice gardens. So it's really nice and small, so you're all in, you know, the nice place, you don't get lost. And as I said, we're on the outskirts of the city centre, and we're legit only 15 minutes walk to the 2 biggest shopping centres in Liverpool. You go out the gate, turn right, walk straight down to the hospital, again only 2 minutes down the road, turn right again, straight on down to Empire Theatre, and there, across from the Empire Theatre, is St John's. And once you're at St John's, you're pretty much at Liverpool One, because they're literally both, located together. So I have been in there at least 5 times this week, getting some items, not going to say what kind, and some essentials like toilet roll and bread and milk and stuff. So I now know how to get from my campus to the city centre in legit 15 minutes, and it is the most easiest walk you can ever do, because it's literally downhill. So I know my bearings of Liverpool now, and if someone says, oh, how do I get to the city centre, I could legit take them, and I've only been here a week. So I was very pleased about doing that as well. So the city centre is now my new best friend. I go there whenever I'm feeling lonely, or when I'm feeling I need a new pair of jeans. I just go on down and I know exactly how to get there. So thumbs up to that. So in conclusion, that brings us to the end of my first week at Uni Experience, and altogether I would say it's been a pretty good week. I've met my flatmates more, as in bonded with them more. I have been into the city centre, I've done my first wash, I've done my first food shop, I have been to my first lectures, tutorials and seminars, so I would say it's been a really good week. Oh, and I've got freshers flu, just going to mention that again. So, no, this week has been really, really good, and I want to thank you for watching my first week at Uni Experience. And to anyone going to uni or at uni, I hope that in some way I have maybe give you some advice, or you've learned maybe something from my experience, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye guys!